there was a campaign, there was an ad campaign in the subways. I got my job through the New York Times. And I read those while I was commuting by subway back and forth when I was still working in Manhattan. And I thought, well, let me see if I can get a job through the New York Times. So I saw an advertisement for a job in a Bronx cultural institution. It didn't say which institution. It didn't really say what the job was about, but it involved working with volunteers. And so the words volunteers and cultural institution really resonated with me, and it was in the Bronx. So I thought, okay. And I sent my resume out along with a bunch of others. And not too much later, I got a call from the Bronx Zoo. And I said, the Bronx Zoo, why are you calling me? And they said, we have your resume. And I was very puzzled. So they read the ad, and I said, oh, yeah, that one. Okay. I came in for the interview. And I ended up getting the job, so I was very pleased. It was a very respected cultural institution and a scientific institution, and I'm a scientist by training and by inclination, so that was very pleasing for me. Eventually, a series of career moves and changes. I went from being an instructor, a zoology instructor. So when I retired, I was a senior vice president. But over time, the work became extremely meaningful to me in terms of saving life, really. And given the history of my family, now, true, it wasn't human life, but wildlife being such a integral part of the world and of ecology. And it was a very life-affirming kind of job. You know, you would come in and there would be a baby gorilla born or a sea lion born, and it was all about life. It was very life-affirming, which was very opposite direction of what we had lived in Poland. You know, those weekly trips to the cemetery, the talk about the Holocaust, because my father especially was one of those people that talked about it all the time. I know some families, the subject was not broached to children, but I knew about the Holocaust from the time I could speak. So my life before was so steeped in death, and the zoo was so life-affirming, and working toward preservation of it was very meaningful to me.